I think I'm live. So, what's going on, everyone? It has been a while since your girl has been on camera. It's Camille Prosperity out of Savannah, Georgia, and I hope all is well with y'all. What is today? Thursday? Crazy. December 1st. We are in the last month of the year before we have a new year. Wow. Guys, I wanted to talk to you about something right quick. I titled this MLM is dying, because I'm going to be analyzing my recent conversation with a MaryKay representative. And although I am in an MLM, for those of you who do not know what that stands for, it stands for multi-level marketing, also known as network marketing, also known as those pyramid scheme things. Booga booga booga, right? I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm saying that's what some of you know it to be. Okay. Um, and as you're coming in, please tell me where you are watching from. Roslyn! What's up, friend? What's up, friend? um, oh, I don't like to hear my own voice. But I was checking to make sure that I was on Facebook. Okay, cool. So, guys, I am going to go bit by bit, and I'm going to put this in team excitement, Rosalind, because I actually have the recorded conversation. Girl, I'm a beast with my recorder. I'm a beast with my recorder, and I'll tell y'all this: I strongly encourage you to record stuff too. Um, like I even record my son, and I tell him, but I'm so happy I do because this is kind of sort of getting off topic, but not really. Hey, Gwendolyn, but I am so happy now because my son, he's about to be a man. He's about to be a preteen next month, and I'm so happy right now that I have so many voice recordings of him and I just goofing off, making up songs, having regular conversations. Like I have conversations from picking him up from daycare, and he has this little tiny baby voice, and his voice doesn't sound like that anymore. So, you have the memories in your head, but when you actually hear it and you see it, y'all, please, please, please record your loved ones. And even some of the conversations that I have with me and my sister or my siblings, my family members, when they're really good, when they're really juicy, I'm like, I gotta record this. So I can have it forever. Think about like if you had recorded your grandparents or your great grandparents or your great great grandparents, if you are fortunate enough to have people in y'all having kids younger and younger. So some of y'all might still be alive with 5 generations soon. Oh, hey, Cassandra Caller. She said, good grand evening, friend. You're awesome. Oh, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Y'all, y'all do not know when your words are so appreciated. Somebody can be having a horrible day and they get online, and although there are some trolls that we have to deal with, the majority of you show up and show out and lift up, and I appreciate it. So I'm going to talk with you about this recent conversation that I had with a MaryKay rep, and just dissect why MLM is dying. Okay, so here is the deal, guys. There's this product. Now I'm not in MaryKay. Okay, I'm not in MaryKay. People have tried to get me in MaryKay. You know how you go to the mall and you walk in, doo, 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 you walk in, and people are like, "Ooh, your skin is beautiful." And you like, "Thank you," because you think they're giving you a genuine compliment, but really they like, "Have you ever thought about like selling? Like, would you like a free facial?" And then you're like, "Well, maybe I would." And then they tell you to go to a stranger's house and you lose all of your, you know, prior training about stranger danger, and you drive in the woods in the middle of the night just for a free facial 45 minutes away. You done spent more in gas than the facial. Yeah. So I've been tried. People have tried to recruit me into MaryKay, but those of you who know me in real life know that I am not. Oh, I got to shout out somebody. Sorry, y'all. Hey, what's going on, my friend? Look at beautiful, pretty Gabrina Henry. Let me and I want y'all to tell me. I want you guys to interact with me because I'm just the host, but I'm like Wendy Williams. Y'all are my co-hosts. Y'all always make my show better, right? When you show up and you contribute. See, okay, Cassandra, my girl, she said that's sure how they work. Yes, and don't you like when you first get that compliment, like your skin is so pretty. You're like, thank you. But then when you find out what the motive is, you're like, well, damn. Very anticlimactic, isn't it? So, because you left like, okay, did you really think my skin is pretty, or were you just trying to find a way to talk to me so that I could buy your product? So that's the first reason why MLM is dying, because a lot of people in MLM are so super inauthentic. And I'm going to be very honest with you, because that's how I do. I was that way when I first got into it too, because I wanted so badly to get rich quick that, yeah, I wouldn't say anything to anybody, but yeah, I was always seeing people and seeing either a potential customer or a potential business partner and trying to think in my mind, how can I start up a conversation right quick before they get out of this line from buying these chips? And that's not how it works, guys. So again, I'm not in MaryKay. People have tried to get me into MaryKay. I've had the facial. I've been to the parties. Okay? I'm not big into makeup though. If you know me, you know that. And I've literally had MaryKay reps. And again, this is not to bash MaryKay. Like, I know the actual person, MaryKay. I've read her story. I think it's awesome. There are some women in MaryKay who I actually enjoy. There's one woman, Sandra Chisholm. She does it the right way. Okay, she does it the right way, and I have bought from her before. But hey, what's going on, Don Johnson? You should join us over on my the Facebook people should join me on my YouTube channel at BetterBodyCrew. I've been thinking about changing the name too, but we'll see how that works. But yeah, I want to know from y'all, have you ever been to one of these parties? Have you ever gotten your free facial? Cassandra already said she knows that she's been complimented on the skin before, but has somebody ever complimented you on your skin just to get you to buy their skincare? Let me know. Let me know. So here's the deal, y'all. Let me hurry up and get to this, because I don't want this to be super long. And I say that every time and it's still super long. Juliana Georges, what's going on? Happy holidays to you. But guys, so I've been buying this product right here literally for 13 years. It is a makeup remover. I absolutely love it. It's not greasy. It doesn't irritate my eyes. It gets, and I pretty much only, like right now, I only have liner on with my CBD spray from my company, but I only have eyeliner on. I'm not a big makeup girl. So literally this bottle that is 3.75 ounces will last me, I'm embarrassed to say, probably a year and a half. So ain't nobody getting rich off of MaryKay, off of me and MaryKay. Ain't nobody in MaryKay getting rich off of your girl. But when I was pregnant with my son, I did go to, my cousin had a friend who had a party at her house. I went to the party. I bought this one thing and I have been buying it ever since. Yes, I've tried other things. I don't like them as much as I love this. Like, I have it in my bathroom. I have it in my travel bag. I love this, because I don't have time to be scrubbing my face like I'm a construction worker at the end of the night whenever I do wear makeup. Okay, so I absolutely love this, and it's reasonably priced. I think it's like 12. It's less than $20. So again, for me, a year and a half, less than $20, I can afford that. So, and I hate, when I say I hate to run out, oh, I'd be so pissed. I'd be so pissed. So I never ever run out. Now, it's a long story short, the person who I bought it from, I don't buy from them no. They were pretty professional, but there's a reason why I don't buy from them, and I'm not going to that part. Good girl, but when somebody buys from you, it's about so much more than just having a good product. That's the first thing I need y'all to understand. Now, you got to have a good product. I'm tired of y'all trying to get, oh, I'm sorry, Max Nix. I highlighted and then I still didn't even answer you. Sorry, sis. She said, what's MLM? Multi-level marketing, also known as network marketing, also known as, some of y'all call it pyramid scheme. Okay. In my opinion, it's not, but some people do run it like a pyramid scheme. So I ain't gonna lie. I see why some of you guys refer to it as that. Oh, Juliana, you say you're good. You've been trying to reach me for a while. Now, hold on, Juliana. Don't be coming on my broadcast acting like my phone cut off. Okay? Don't do me like Kaya. Y'all remember when Kaya was like, I want everybody to call in the line. And then she was like, why y'all ain't calling? And then she called the line. And it was like, you have not paid your phone bill. And she was like, oh, hold the line. Because I knew this wasn't due. She was on live. She was like, I know this wasn't due till the 25th. Is we live? Y'all remember that? I just told myself that I watch Kaya sometimes. Kaya funny. She didn't care though. She kept it moving. She ain't paid her bill. She got called out on live by AT&T or whoever she was with. And she was like, I know this ain't due to a tweet. She called them on live. I was like, Lord of mercy. Cassandra, do you know? Cassandra laughing. Do you know what I'm talking about? So Juliana, don't come up on my live acting like you can't get in touch with me. I'm one of the easiest people to get in touch with. No, I'm just playing. No, Juliana is a great person. Hardworking, really nice person. I'm not gonna put your business out there, Juliana, but I know she probably just saying she's been working long shifts and forgetting. But I'll inbox you after this, or you inbox me. We'll figure it out. So let me get back to the story, right? So I love this stuff. I recently needed to place an order, right? And so I was like, let me just randomly do a good deed. And Mr. Boone out of New York, hey, what's going on, brother? Looking good as always. I was like, though, let me do, being a person who's in this business, I like to bless other people in the business every now and then because I know it's hard. It's hard out here in these MLM streets, right? So I said, let me do this. I just went to the MaryKay site. I put in my zip code and I just found a random person in my area and I ordered from their website. Because I know every single time that happens to me that I get an order from somebody, I don't know who they are. Their name is not ringing a bell. I'd be like, oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? It's a great, 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 great feeling, right? So I placed the order. I ordered 2 bottles of this. That was February of this year. So 2 of 2022. Just ordered from a random person. Now, MaryKay is actually a really good company because when you order from their website, they automatically start sending you marketing materials to your email. So every month, and I remembered the person whose name I ordered from. I specifically wanted to support a brown girl like myself. Yeah, and I remember her name. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm getting the newsletter from multiple MaryKay people because, like I said, I've ordered from different people before. But I see this, the person that I ordered from most recently in my area. Plus, it's good to have somebody in your area every now and then because if they keep products on stock, then if I ever ran out of this, which I won't, but if I ever ran out, I could meet them. But y'all know I don't like people like that, so I really won't be meeting people in the streets, right? Hey Donna, what's going on, Joe? Hey Joe, Joe's so dang on funny. I really enjoy your page. And Naisha Davis, what's going on, y'all? We having a party over here at YouTube, so join us at BetterBodyCrew. So February, I bought 2 of these, right? Well, the other Cassandra laughing at me. I know, and that's the other thing, Cassandra. Like people in MLM, not all of them, but a lot of them are so phony. They act like every day, I'm super fired up and excited. I'm super fired up. No, you're not. Shut up. No, you're not. You're a regular schmegular person. And the only reason why you're trying to act like you're super fired up and excited is because you were told that energy is everything. And you think that if you always appear happy and energetic, somehow I'll join your team and make you rich. You're not fired up and excited. You're just like, you got the same ish going on in your life that I do. So it's funny, and some people be like, why are you talking about MLM and you're in one? For the same like it doesn't make me immune to the BS that goes on in it, right? I'm from the South. I still talk about people from the South. I'm a woman. I still don't agree with a whole bunch of stuff that I see a lot of these quote unquote women out here doing, just talking and acting crazy, right? I'm a brown person. I don't agree with I went to college. I don't agree with a lot of stuff how a lot of people with PhDs and master's degrees act. Okay, just because I'm a part of a community doesn't make me immune to the BS that goes on in it. So yes, I can call it out. Okay, see, Cassandra said yes, not genuine at all. And see, if you're in an MLM, if you're thinking about doing it, I want you to. This is why I wanted to talk about this because I want you to see the comments of the people. And guess what? Because of Oh, look at what you just said, Cassandra. Yeah, not genuine at all. So because I don't always show up like, hey, everybody, it's Marvelous Monday. And I don't do those goofy behind things and act like everything is okay all the time. Everything is great. Everything is grand. My business is, my business is up. Sometimes my business go backward. You know why? Because it's a real business like everybody business. Sometimes I'm in a bad freaking mood. Sometimes I don't like a product that comes out. Sometimes the customer gets on my nerves. Sometimes I'm a person. So the funny thing is, once I found my groove, and I was like, Kim, you cannot show up as this phony person and try to talk to people before they buy the chips in line and get to their car. You literally chasing people down in the parking lot. You a stalker in these streets, girl. You looking crazy. So once I was in the company long enough to see, like, this ain't me. And once I started being me, I was so much of myself that my customers didn't even know I was in a pyramid scheme. No, Juliana don't have no clue. No, I'm just playing. She knows, but she doesn't care. And that's my whole deal. Because like a lot of people like, I can't get nobody to buy from me. That's probably because you're not even showing up. They don't even know who you are. If you have a good product and you are a good person, it shouldn't be that hard to get somebody to buy from you. Now, will they buy all the time? No, because stuff be happening, right? People be going through. But I can't stand the inauthenticity of it all. That's what really, really, it puts a B in them. Bless their heart. Right? Let me get to some of these. Big Tom. Oh, yeah. Okay. Big Tom. I said Big Tom. Lord, I can't read. Big Toon. He said, I'm an engineer. That's interesting. I've never met an engineer at MaryKay. I'm an engineer at MaryKay, and production is very low right now. And you know what? Honestly, I think production is low all around. Like we were talking in my trading class about, the supply chain and just how the economy is going and how retail sales are down, and how that's going to affect the stock market, because everything is all interconnected. So this video is not to knock MaryKay. It's just that I'm using this conversation with a MaryKay rep as the jump off point for me to talk about why MLM is dying and why a lot of people who are in now, is it dead? No, but it is dying because it hasn't evolved since. You got some MLM reps out here still trying to do home parties. I barely leave my house to go visit my relatives. Why I'm gonna leave my house to go to a stranger? I don't know you. I don't know if you got bed bugs. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to sit on your couch. I just don't. Okay. So, and if you do a home party, bless your heart. That's you. But I'm not going to nobody's house. Ain't nobody coming to my house. Do y'all know literally 7 people know where I live? And 2 of them 7 don't even live in the same state. One of them was on here, Roslyn. Like literally 7 people know where I live. Y'all think I'm playing with you? I'm really not. Queen CA1 says, do you really think MLM is dying out though? Yeah, I do. And you know what? Okay. I like this. I like dialogue and discussion. We're gonna talk about this conversation though. I'm gonna tell you this, Queen CA1. Oh, are you in the MLM? Are you in the MLM? I was about to say, are you in the M&M? Look at my greedy butt. Want some of them M&Ms? You know what I'm saying, girl. You in a pyramid scheme? Yeah, I do think it's dying out. Here's the reason why. Because a lot of time, a lot of people that got into MLM, they want to make extra money. Okay, she said, yes, I'm in too. Ooh, very interesting topic. Hey, you want to jump on? I would love. You want to join me, girl? She like, I ain't asked for all of that. If you do, I'm dropping this in the link because I would love to talk to you. We're gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. That's for her to jump on if she wants to. I don't know. Cassandra said I'm right now. You girl, get out of here. This is classic. You not 1, but 2 And you shy? You shy? Come on, sis. Well, let's break that shyness tonight. Come on and join you, girl. She laughed. Don't make me laugh. I'm old. I'll start coughing. Thought I was playing. When you're in your 20s, you can just laugh. When you're in your 40s, your laugh turned into a cough. Yes, Cassandra said, we're family, Queen CA1. Don't be shy. I promise you, you would have a good time if you join me. But this is so interesting. Okay? You are a very interesting person to me. Y'all look at Queen CA1. She might jump off this. She said, okay, she coming. She said she coming. She said she come on down. All right. Now she in 2 MLMs, but she don't like to leave her house either. I really want to meet you. You're an enigma. I can't figure you out. You in 2 MLMs, you're shy, and you don't leave your house. Sis. Yeah, I want to know some more about this. Okay. So, y'all, all right. Y'all got me so distracted between Cassandra laughing at me and Queen CA1. I'm so off my game. Oh, she in here. Okay. Hold on, y'all. We're going to add it to the stream.
Can you hear me?
Hey, girl. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
How am I supposed to? Oh, you know what? I'm muted. Say something.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Cassandra said, yay. Oh, I got a guess. Oh, I got a guess. I didn't think you, girl, I'm about to choke laughing at y'all. Whew. I ain't gonna, oh, Gab says she disagreed. What you would disagree with, Gab? You gonna be up next then. All right, so tell me, Queen CA1. So you're in 2 MLMs. This always interests me because I ain't gonna lie to you, sis. I barely have time to do 1 MLM. So how you do 2?
I ain't gonna lie. I just got into the second one that I'm in.
Okay, and tell me. Okay, no problem. So you used to be in that one, and I used to be in one before the one I'm in, right? So I'm not one of those people that's like, MLM is not a game. I hate it when people act like, oh, so you left? Like, it is what it is, right? Now, Let me ask you this. How do you have time for 2? Or why did you want to do 2 instead of just focusing on 1? I'm just curious.
Well, in the first one, I haven't really been doing much with it. So I still want to do that because it's travel, but I want to do the second one because it's credit and travel.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so that now see what you're saying, it makes sense because okay, so you had 2 different products. Travel, yes. I could see if you said travel and then credit.
Yeah.
But if you're doing 2 MLMs that both have travel, let's say I want to join you, let me ask you this. If I were going to join you, I'm just curious. If I were going to join you, because I like you what's your name? What do you want to call me? What do you want me to call you? Because I don't want to call you Queen CA1.
You can call me Cassandra. That's my name, Cassandra.
Okay, you're Cassandra too. Okay. So Cassandra, like I see you out, I just like your vibe, and I'm going to join you in business. How would I know that if I join you in your first business, how would I know that you're not going to leave me by the wayside when your second business takes off?
No, I wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't just leave somebody by the wayside. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. I can't believe she joined, y'all. Okay, Gabrina says she doesn't think MLM is dying. She thinks it's a shift. It's definitely a shift. But I'll tell you why I said what I said. I said what I said. Uh-oh, we got Gabrina in the house. No, she didn't come up. I got Shri. Cassandra, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put Gabrina in here. Gabrina on the line? What? I feel so special tonight. All right, so Gabrina, you said, say something, Gabrina, so I can make sure I can hear you.
Hi, good afternoon, Kimmy. It's so nice to talk with you. I miss you, honey, after those 3 months.
Oh, you too. It's nice to talk to you too. Is it like super duper night? Where are you at?
I'm in Jersey. It's night.
Okay. All right. You was giving me some UK flavor. I was like, hold up. But you said you don't think because I'm gonna let Cassandra think about how she could make me feel confident in joining her in one MLM, knowing that she's in two. Now, Gabrina,
and that's a no-no.
Well, I'm not gonna say it's a no-no because I'm not gonna lie to you. I know of some people who are in multiple MLMs, not even 2, 3, and 4. And because they have a system and because they do it the right way and because they are really, really keen on who they have joining their team and they know how to duplicate an actual system, you don't even know one one company, but they're in 4. And they're on the leaderboard for 4, and you have no clue.
Wow.
Now that's a whole nother level. Yes, that's a whole nother level. So what I'm not saying that you can't be in multiple ones, but I'm very interested. I know that the average person is not doing what those people are doing because they're really using like lead pages and click funnels and not just click
ads.
They're using funnels and they're using ads and they're using things. And when you join them, they're asking you, like, if you ask them what's the minimum to join, they don't even talk to you. They're asking you
No, they don't.
what's your budget to join the company and what's your marketing budget, because they're 2 separate things.
Yeah, I know those people.
Right.
I've been in network marketing for over 20 years. Not to cut you off, I'm just so excited because I have a wealth of knowledge. I've been in network marketing for over 20 years. And I love network marketing. I did had some like discouragement because of certain things that happen, but I love the industry. Why? Let me tell you. As a stay-at-home mom or anybody, you could come from jail or ill. Once, let's say you're struggling, or most people join network marketing for 3 things: lose weight, make money, or a sense of community. And I joined for all 3. And I love health and wellness because I'm a plus size person. I always struggle with my weight. And I love that I can take supplements and products and add to my weight loss journey. And then also could get profit off of it. I would disagree and say Elmer is not dying in the sense, let me tell you why. Because I've have a lot of friends in different companies, but I don't just, I don't talk out loud on social media. So most of the companies are mostly doing to like tech and more technology innovate products. So like sprays, options, all these things trade. A lot of companies are not trying to do the old traditional health and wellness like Amway, or like how I was in TLC and I'm in another health and wellness company. So most of the companies are not doing it the traditional way. Now, I love network marketing because you can join for less, let's say at least $150, $100. And if you willing, coachable, and hungry, you could make an extra 1,000 in like 6, 7, 8 months. So it's not the product that fails, it's your why. And that's where people get it confused in network marketing. And also, I read a lot, I attend a lot of trainings. So let's say I don't have the money to go to training, right? A lot of these big gurus and girls on Instagram who are influencers, they have free webinars. Listen, let me tell you what I do. My secret, most of them, you could go to their webinar 10 times. So I go to their webinar 10 times and I write down, I have a lot of books that I write down things in because you learn different things. My problem, however, because I'm always honest and transparent, one thing I get in trouble for, I do not apply the knowledge that I know. I'm struggling with that path.
And I like that you're honest about that.
Yes, because I can help anybody make $10,000, $15,000 because I know so much. I have friends in two other companies I was in. We still friends. I tell her, I'll say, post this, say this, send this script. And she messaged me, say, Gabby, I got a customer. I was like, yeah. She was like, bitch, why you not doing it? I was like, you know, I just be telling people what to do and don't do it. Don't come at me like that. So that's my goal, to like really focus on, because I'm on a self-help, on a journey of self-healing and different things in my life. So I'm learning to apply everything. And I also self-taught because I started network marketing technically on a single, but when my son was 2 months and I had no money. And I'm from the Caribbean, beautiful island, Trinidad and Tobago, big up, big up. And we was taught if you don't have mommy, use granny. So I didn't have the money. I didn't know what to do. And I'm not a person like, you know, those big people talk down to you. I was like, who they talking to? Not the Trini girl. So I observe people and I watch what people do and I do the opposite. So if I didn't know something, YouTube is my best friend. I used to call her Sheila, but I'm looking for African name for her. So I can tell you anything you need to know.
But hold on one second.
Anything you need to know.
And I like your fire, and yours is not a phony fire. I want to ask Cassandra though. I want to ask Cassandra. I'm happy I got two people on the line in MLMs. So Cassandra, are you still there? Oh, she unmuted. I'm gonna mute Gabby for a minute. Thank you for your contribution. Stay there though, Gabby. So, and I'm sorry I'm calling you Gabby, but my niece's name is Gabby. So anytime I see a Gab, I just automatically default to Gabby. But so Cassandra.
Yes.
I want to know again. So what was your answer? You said if you're in two different network marketing companies, let's say, okay, you got some people on your team over here. Well, let me ask you this. Are you trying to do just the retail or are you trying to build the team in both?
I'm trying to build a team, not necessarily in both, but definitely on the straight travel agent side, because the other side with the travel is really like a bonus. But since, you know, I'm already a travel agent, I felt like it would be best to kind of tie it in together along with saying, okay, well, I can help you fix your credit, because it's really a DIY program to fix your credit.
Is it the same one I'm in? No. Is it with Mr. Harper?
I think so. I think so.
Okay.
And Mr. Collier.
Okay. Mr.
Yeah.
King Collier.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Great guy. Okay, so I know what you're talking about. So you were already doing travel. So now you're like, okay, so then they just came out with this one. So you're like, I can do travel and credit. Let me ask you this. So if you know, it takes a lot of work and dedication. You have, like Gabby was saying, there's calls, there's trainings and things of that nature. So if your company if each company has like a call or a conference at the same time, how are you going to decide which one to go to?
Dang, that's a good question. I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer for that. I ain't even gonna lie. Because I'm still new to this, so I don't have anybody who's joined me on either side doing anything. I just felt like it would be a good idea. I'm trying to build too, so.
And hold on one second. I gotta shout out my brother. Much respect for this guy. What's going on, David Lopez? That's my brother, not my brother for real. I never met him a day in my life, but I call him my brother. But the reason why I'm asking you is because I'm so interested in when I talk to other network marketers, because I try to do the same thing too, sis. When I joined the company I'm in right now, the tea company, I was with a coffee company, and I was like, well, this one is coffee, that one is tea. I can do both. But I found myself stretched so thin. And then I was like, okay, if we have a conference and I have a group of people that's in this company and then the other one, company 1 and company 2, and they all want to go, let's say, because it has happened. It has literally happened where conferences have been on the same day and the same weekend or whatever. You can't be in two places at one time. So if I had a team with the tea company that wanted to go to the conference and a team with the coffee company that wanted to go to the conference, and then they like, well, hold on, I'm going to the conference, but my leader not showing up. And I'm like, well, absolutely. I'm going to the conference for my other company. And then it's just like, well, hold on. So then when I was doing that, it was some people on my team who was like, well, I'm going to do two companies too. And then I was like, no, don't do that. And they were like, well, you doing that? And I'm like, don't do what I do. Do what I say.
Right. Right.
That's which is not right. And so I always found, because, you know, and I'm not going to say that MLM is like all you can do, but going back to what Gab said, she said there's a shift. You're right, there's a shift. And you're right, they're evolving their products. But a lot of times what I don't see is the evolution in the process. And more importantly than that, I think the MLM, now I like what you said, Gabriina, because you said you started as a mom and your son was 2 months old. Okay, I started at a difficult time financially in my life. I'm a single parent right now. And I do like the fact that it's a low cost. However, I think that low cost comes with a high risk.
Absolutely.
Oftentimes, it attracts a whole bunch of people who join with one product or what's the minimum I can join with? And they will join with the minimum, expecting their sponsor to do the maximum. And oftentimes, because they don't have that buy-in, they tap out real quick. Right. And so when I say, I think it's Gab, I think she's talking to, I thought I was like, Gab, you muted, but she's talking to the child. And so when I say MLM is dying, the reason why I'm saying that is because back in the day, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have if you wanted more money, you got a second job. And then MLM came along and it gave people a side hustle. And that was the only side hustle besides another job. Oh, look at the baby. Look at the little boy. I miss when my son was that age. Hey. But now the reason why I said MLM is dying is because people have more options. They can do a Shopify, they can do drop shipping, they can do an ebook. They can do whatever. And a lot of times you do that, yeah, and they should. They can do affiliate marketing, they can do YouTube, they can learn a whole bunch of choreography on TikTok, you know, and get paid for reels. So my whole thing is, and I'm interested, Gabriina. Now, Gabriina did say something that was good. She said the community. Now, I will say the community is good, but because I have some friends, and Cassandra used to be in my MLM, Gabriina used to be in my MLM, right? And I don't have no hard feelings about the fact that y'all are not in it, because I'm not that type of person. But y'all know good and dang gone well, there are some people who would be like, oh, so you went to the other side? So that same, and Gab is laughing, and Sandra said, yeah. And it's like, this is not a game. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say something? I say something? Yeah. Let me tell you why. You know why I laugh? I guess it's how I was brought up. And I read a lot, and so my mindset and my perspective is different. You do not own me. You are not my manager or my boss. Uplines act like that because they get into management mode and their volume is affected. And what happens is you build relationships. And let me tell you what I do. I observe from these people and y'all. I don't say nothing to y'all, but I watch them because I'm kind of like hyper stalk a little bit. But I watch people and I see how they respond to know how I respond, and I watch them. Because in my last company, I loved it. The problem was when you have a lot of people of color and certain alpha females, certain things, I see what happens. And then when a relationship, and I learned from my past companies, do not tell your personal business, because these people are not my friends. Because in an instant, they can.
Let me ask you, I don't mean to cut you off, but since you brought up people of color, have you primarily been in companies with brown people?
No, they are. Okay, so let me reframe. Sorry. I'm a respond. I have been in the company. Well, this is my only company where the owner is black. The other companies, the owners were white. There were black people. One of my companies were predominantly white. They were black, but predominantly white. And my first company, there were everybody. So there was no like more color than other. There
Let me
was
tell you why.
everybody.
Let me tell you why I asked you that, because you were saying alpha females and people of color, and I used to listen to this, like I am a student of the profession, so I listened to this podcast called what's it, Simon Chan, you know what I'm talking about?
Okay. I never
Simon
heard of
Chan
him.
oh my gosh, he is MLM Nation. MLM Nation, okay? And let me tell you something, baby. He has all the top leaders from all the top companies. And you were talking about like people doing people dirty. I really like to steer clear. And often the reason why I'm asking you, and I'm happy you clarified that you've been in companies where the owners are white and of color. But I noticed that a lot of brown people join companies that are mostly brown people, and then they'll say my company is like this, but really it's just it's people. If you got a bad mind, you got a bad mind regardless of what your skin color is. Because Simon Chan was having guests on his podcast, and them white people was like, my sponsor slept with my boyfriend, and I was like, dang, y'all doing it like that over there? And you know, like they was straight wilding, like, you know, it's not a black and white thing. If you're a bad person, you're just a bad person. It's not even a gender thing. Like I'm not the girl power girl. Like just because we both have a uterus doesn't mean I'm joining you. There are some men, and it's so funny because my old manager at one of my previous jobs just jumped on Facebook. He might not be there anymore, Mr. Dandy, but he was cool as a fan. I didn't feel we bumped head at first, but he was cool as a fan in the end. And I didn't feel any kind of way because he was a male. If you're a cool person, I'm cool with you. And it's funny because on my YouTube, when I look at my metrics, I'm pretty much like almost 50-50 men and women. I don't cater more so to women. I don't cater more so to anybody. I don't think. I'm looking at the person. So when I say things like about the community, what I've noticed though is that MLM is driven so much by money. And the good part about it, it has a low barrier of entry, is also the bad part about it, because everybody comes in and then they mess up stuff and they make it bad for the good ones.
They do. So yeah, I had to reevaluate myself. And one of my mentors, she's no longer in my company, she said to me, does the vision you have align with the owner? I said, ooh, good question. Put back on the light. Oh. Hey, Martha Curtis. So put on this light. So what I said was, let me think about it. And that's why I left my last company, because the vision of the owner no longer aligned with me. And then one of my mentors said, everybody do what's best for them and their family. And I don't give up hope that I could succeed in LMM, network marketing, but I'm in for the long haul because I'm very loyal. So that's why I stay in companies longer than I should, because my word is my bond. When I say we in it together and you say you in it with me and we're going to build this, I believe you. And I stay longer in companies that I should have because I'm very loyal. My word is my bond. I'm willing to fight to the end.
Let me ask you this. Have you also stayed longer in relationships than you should have?
Definitely, because I love the person. I consider them my friend. They does not. That's just my personality. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but yes, I have stayed in relationships and friendships and even marriages longer than I should. But I guess it's a learning process. And every day you get older or you read, you evolve, become a different human being if you want to change. And you just look for the good and the positive. Because to me, I don't sweat the small stuff. I say, you could be here today, dead tomorrow. Like, we have one life to live. So I try to live my life. I'm in the process of living my life the best way possible I can.
That's cool, and I'm glad that you brought that up, because the whole thing, I think people think that they're going to get into MLM and magically become some person that they want everybody to believe they are, and that's going to solve all their problems. No, you bring that same baggage in your regular life to your business life.
Absolutely.
So if you stay in relationships too long and you have a self-defeated, if you have a boyfriend who's talking to you crazy, a girlfriend who's always in your face like this, and your self-esteem is low, guess what? You probably ain't gonna be successful, because you're
Absolutely.
not even gonna think you're worthy of the good customers. Cassandra, yes, Cassandra, I can't see her, but she's like, absolutely. That's a
Yes.
firm absolutely too. So
Yes.
I know you feel me.
Yes, that's true.
So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm in an MLM. I love my company. It has done great things for me and my son. Going through my divorce, it's how I paid for my divorce lawyer. And if you know anything about divorce lawyers, they ain't cheap. And that was a devastating process for me. And I agree with Gabby about the community, because my customers, I hate calling them that, but I'm only calling them that so that y'all will know who I'm talking about. But my customers, many of them are like my friends, because I've been in my company now for over 5 years. So they've seen my son grow up. Like I said, they've seen me go from a married woman to a single parent. And many of them have become friends from afar that I've never met before. So the community part, the communal part of it is amazing, because if you do have a good company with a good product and you're offering people something that makes them feel good, that they need and they like, and on top of that, you're a good person and you bond with them, then it just totally transcends a business transaction. Just like I said, this product right here is good. They better not ever stop making it. I love it. And there's one MaryKay rep that I mean, this was like when on the days when I was like feet on the streets, y'all. I was literally just going to offices going, have you heard of this coffee? Are you a coffee drinker? And that's how I met like the best MaryKay rep that I've ever had. And she bought my coffee. I ended up later on buying MaryKay from her in Atlanta, met her husband. She invited me to galas. I mean, so many different things. Like, our relationship is more than this. And I bought from multiple MaryKay people. But I want to know, Cassandra and Gabriella, I'm going to tell y'all right quick about this conversation that I had with a MaryKay rep, and I want to know y'all's thoughts, okay? Because that was the whole point. Hey, what's going on, Nefertiti? Hey, girly. I got your text. I responded. But yeah, I can't believe we've been on here almost 47 minutes. I thank y'all for joining me, because it adds a different dynamic. Everybody always comments whenever I have guests, just to hear a different perspective, a different voice. But I want to know what y'all think about this conversation. And I'm gonna tell y'all, this is a part of the reason why I say MLM is dying, because just like y'all are serious and y'all have been in the game for a minute, so y'all get it more so than most. But this was the situation that happened recently. So it was either yesterday or day before. My phone rings. I rarely pick up when I don't know the number, but I did this time. So the young lady is like, "Hey, Kim." I'm like, "Yes." I'm not the most friendly when I don't recognize the voice, y'all. So I'm like, "Yes." And so she says, "This is so and so. You recently ordered from me, baby. February of this year is not recently, right?"
Right.
So long story short, this young lady was like, "Hey, I saw that you ordered from me, and I was calling to see that the products work out for you." I said, "Well, I ordered multiple. This is a product that I've been ordering for 13 years. So yeah, it works out for me." And she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, have you tried any of our products?" I said, "Yes, I know a lot of MaryKay reps." Um, and so she said, "Oh, okay, well, I was just calling to let you know I did my holiday baskets and I have them buy one, get one half off right now. So, I just wanted to, let you know that and see if you had any holiday gift needs." And yeah. And so I was like, "Okay, thank you." And so she's like, "Yeah, give me a call if you need anything." I said, "All right, thanks." And she said, "Bye." Now, some people can say I sounded rude. I probably did, but I was a little bit perturbed. What do y'all feel? I want Cassandra. What do you think about that interaction?
First of all, the follow up was way too late. That's the first part. Like and then out the blue, no ma'am. That's bad business. First of all, me. But on top of that, you asking about some holiday gift baskets and stuff. Where you been at for the past how many months, girl? You should have started way back when with the get me to this holiday. So no, it was just all wrong. I agree with you that you weren't rude, but you was just blunt and plain. Cause it's like,
I'm
what,
not
I really
interested.
don't have exactly. There's no interaction here, honey. You dead on that. Just let that go. Me.
Okay, because I was like, am I tripping?
Yeah, that's why they say the fortune is in the follow up. You got to follow up ASAP. Don't let that linger.
And this is my whole thing. So many people will join a company and be like, I just want customers. I don't want customers. And I always ask people, David said, don't sweat it. Guys always be too cool for school. Y'all don't never sweat nothing. So I'm going to take I'm not really sweating it, but I'm just saying that's not like, you don't know me. She didn't know me. I went to the website and found her, and I told her that. I said I was just wanting to give somebody in my area a chance, and she was like, "Yeah, I saw you in the area." And this is my whole thing. Like, I love it when I order from somebody and they give me great service. They don't have to be like calling me every day, because I don't like that either. Don't be annoying, even if you're good. But when you follow up in a timely manner and you like, you good? Okay, I'm here if you need me. And that's all I need. That is all I need. But like I said, the fact that I ordered multiples tells you that I like the product. And she wasn't calling me to see if the product was working for me. She was calling to sell her holiday baskets.
Absolutely. Yep.
And that's the inauthenticity I'm talking about. So you've had access to my number since February. We're now practically in December, and this is when you call me. And that's why a lot of people don't like MLMers, because it's just like, wait, what? And that's why I say the profession is somewhat dying, because a lot of MLMers are still in that mindset of the 1980s. Oh, I don't have a cell phone. I couldn't call you. This and that and the third. And if you're a customer of mine and you like, but Kim, you do the same thing. Let me know. Let me know. Call me out, because I promise you, I'm not perfect. But my customers know I'll fall on the sword. I'll be like, girl, I know I told you I would call you last night, but I fell asleep. That's the first thing I'm going to say. Because guess what? Had she said, you know what? You ordered from me in February. I had been meaning to call you and it slipped through the cracks. But I didn't want that to stop me from following up with you at all. I have done that with people before. And they've been like, it's okay. But to call me like, well, listen, I got these holiday baskets. I'm just like, girl, bye. Just like Nefertiti said, girl, bye. And I just want people to know that like, I don't care whether you're in a network marketing company. I'm not gonna say MLM. Yeah, whether you're in a company like that, or whether you're doing your ebook, or you're doing a digital product, or a course, or a membership, or a mentorship. Like, the thing that's going to set us apart, that we have a lot of things to help us automate nowadays and scale quickly, but you cannot forget that human component. You cannot forget to connect with people. You cannot forget to be a real person. You cannot forget to provide customer service. And that's the reason why I say MLM is somewhat dying, because a lot of people are still doing some very old means of like things like harassing people and just not paying attention to what they're putting out there, jumping. And it's nothing wrong with changing company. But I know people who in the time that I've been with my company, they've been with 6. Still calling me talking about, I got a millionaire leader. But I do too. You can make such and such over here. You can make that amount anywhere if you know the comp plan and you work the comp plan. Everywhere you go, there you are. My problems that I have right now are problems that I need to fix before I even remotely think about going to another company. Doesn't change those problems. I know that for me. That's not to say you shouldn't switch another company, because like I said, I left my first company to come to this one, and it was a good move for me. But the problems that I have in my business right now are problems that I know I should fix and I have to fix before, like, going to another company wouldn't change that. For the same reason, I'm not dating right now. Why? Because the problems I had in my last relationship will come with me right to the new relationship if I don't fix me and my part in the demise of that relationship. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But network marketers don't act like that. They act like, I got a ground floor, upper opportunity. Ooh, we get paid 15 ways. Well, we get paid 16 ways. Well, we get paid 28 ways. Well, okay, have you got paid on the first one though? You got paid on the first one yet? Then don't talk about
Why you
laughing at me.
Why you
You know what
coming
I'm saying?
first, Kimmy? Why you coming first, Kimmy? Let me tell you why.
I'm not coming for you. I'm coming for everybody, myself included. I don't bless it.
You know why we say that? Well, I don't say that, but you know why people say that is because what has been the culture, what is being told, right? But because I'm seasoned and I read and I don't get to go out to webinars, but once it's online, it's free or it's like $5 or something I could afford when I had the money at the time. But I'm a people watcher, and because I'm a visual learner and I learn very quickly, I observe from people and I internalize things and I talk to myself. It's because I don't say that. So that's why I would never call anybody up and say, I have a ground floor opportunity. Absolutely not. I rather have 1,000. Yeah, they say that a lot because that's the old rhetoric that's being promoted. Top leaders say it all the time. It irks my nerve. But I do not say anything because I don't want any like confrontation, even though I'm a confrontational person. I just laugh. You know what my mom taught me? She said, when you go to church and you don't like what the pastor say, whatever is relevant for you, take it. What it's not, leave it there. So when they say things, I listen to the top leaders, and whatever is not for me, I pretend I didn't hear it because it doesn't apply to me. I rather have 1,000, 100 solid customers than people because you get paid based on your customers.
Absolutely. But I definitely think there has to be a change and people have to realize, and I'm glad some people are on. I see some people on my team on here. I see some people on other teams on here, other companies. And I don't think there's anything wrong with MLM because I have bought some MLM products that are great that I have been buying for years. I bought some MLM products that are crap. It's no different than if I go to Walmart and I buy something that I like versus something that I don't like. So I don't think, and again, this product right here is cheap. So when people act like, oh, they charge you something $40 for something no, this is a very inexpensive product. And I think that my products are inexpensive, relatively speaking. So, because that's all subjective, right? Any money is a lot of money if you don't have it. But yeah, compared to what I've seen, for sure, I think my products are inexpensive. So I don't think it's about the products, but it's really about the people. And my main thing is this. I see a good comment that came on. I got to highlight. Okay, so my girl, is it Marcia or Marcia? Tell me one or two, because I've seen people pronounce it both ways. Miss Curtis. I'm gonna call you Miss Curtis. She said, I don't like when the energy isn't consistent, like in the leaders. Yeah, absolutely. And that filters down to the people. But I know for me, I appreciate MLM because at the time that I was working in education, bringing work home. Okay, so oh shoot, you said one and now I forgot what I said. It's Marcia. Is it Marcia? I forget. Dang it. I'm still going to call you Miss Curtis. But I appreciate MLM because at the time that I was working in education, I was bringing work home at night. I was bringing it. Okay, it's Marcia. I was bringing work home at night on the weekends, and they were saying, think about the students. Think about the students. I was like, y'all ain't thinking about my son. And I really was looking for extra income, and everything that Gabby said was right. You can get in for very, very low and you can make some money if you are willing to really be honest with yourself. But it is hard. I make my money this way on YouTube doing videos. I don't like to leave my house. I don't want you in my house. I don't really like people like that. So even when I go out in the streets, before I used to chase you down, when I first got an MLM and I was green and I acted like everything I said I hated, and it made me miserable. And it didn't give me no results. And then when I started being myself, my good old cranky self, Believe it or not, people gravitated toward that because they knew that I was real. And now when I go to the grocery store, I ain't hunting nobody down. If I'm there for milk and eggs, I get my milk and eggs and I leave. I don't want to know about your day. I'm not going to compliment your daughter or your son. I'm not going to ask you if you open to doing something. I'm getting my milk and eggs and I'm leaving. Sheila Ward said, have you ever heard of ACN, American Communications Network? Yes, I have. I have had people just call me out the blue. Hey, Kim, you doing good, girl? I'm like, yeah, how you doing? You really, yeah. Hey, I'm doing something new, girl. I thought of you. I remember somebody pitched me in that company. And they were like, I thought about you. And they had their leader on the phone and like three-wayed me in. And I was like, what the heck? I was so pissed. And that's not to talk about like ACN, because, you know, I'm sure there's people in the company that do it the right way. But this particular person did it the completely, Sheila laughing. When I say I was pissed to the highest, and then their leader was so arrogant. They were like, have you ever made this? Have you? And I was like, I'm on my way to my mom's house to pick up my mail, to pick up some mail, to help her with some errands. I wasn't expecting to talk to you. I was expecting to talk to my friend. I was like, friend, you still there? They're like, I'm still here. I was like, okay. And the leader was like, okay, right, quick. You know, are you too busy to learn how to? I was like, did you hear what I just said? Like, don't come for me if I didn't send for you. I hate that. I told my friend Lee, I said, you need to detach yourself from that person, because don't you ever call me again like that. And I'm not gonna lie. Sheila said that was a company I tried in the mid-90s. Yeah, and I know some people who are successful with that company too. So in every company, there are those who are successful and there are those who are not. Of course, the unsuccessful ones outweigh the successful ones. That's how it works in everything, not just in MLM. However, I think that the competitive advantage that MLM had when it came out, I would say roughly what, 70s, 80s, it was a way for people to do stuff from home, especially housewives. Now, housewives ain't even housewives no more. You got folks out here saying they housewives, they ain't even married. You got folks saying they housewives and they got 50, 11, 7 side hustles. They sell lashes, tracks, travel, credit, and detox tea. It's not the same idea. We have so many options that, like I said, I don't think it's dead, but I do think it is somewhat dying, because people are immune to it. People like cold message somebody and say the same lingo you've been saying. It might work. And just because you get a customer, can you keep a customer? Because MLM is all based in okay. Well, Cassandra, you be cracking me up because, like I said, I can't see you, but when you show up, that voice be strong, right?
Because you're right. Because it's hard. Working MLM is hard. It's not no easy work. And I think too, that's why people don't stay too.
And I love it when people be like, oh, you can do this in pockets of time. What pockets you talking about?
Right, because marketing alone itself is work. It's hard.
Man, let me tell you something. And I, one of my biggest mistakes was that from the very beginning, I didn't build a list.
So here I am in the game. Because I tried that, but it didn't work for me.
We need to talk then, because yes, it does work. I put up a post today and I was like, hey, I got this product on sale. If you're interested, fill out the product interest sheet. 3 minutes of putting up the post, somebody filled out the sheet. The way I format my sheet, and I did it on Google Form, free, few minutes. And the way I have the sheet, I'm like, tell me how you prefer to pay. If it's, you know, CashApp, Zelle, da 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 da. So when I saw who the person was, I immediately messaged them. I see you filled out the sheet. I see you want blah 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 boo. I see you like to pay this way. Here's my handles to pay. And she was like, cool, I'm driving. I'll have it done when I get done. I said, cool. She's paid me while we were on this Zoom, while we were on this thing, StreamYard. So yeah. And you will want to build a list, because let me tell you, Cassandra, if I had a list of every single person who watched my videos over the year, all the videos I cut, if I had a list, like, do you know how many people, Marcia said it's mental. It really is. It's mental and it's strategy. Because I know a lot of people in my company who are, I ain't gonna lie, they much better than me. They don't make as much money as me though. But they be out there working out, y'all. Woo, 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 every day. Not me. Not to say that working out isn't good. That's just not what I do. Now I'm gonna get into it, but with me being in a health and wellness company, it would be good if I worked out. I don't. I know some people who know all the ingredients in the products. Not me. I'm not even trying to learn all the ingredients in the product. We got an ingredient sheet. I got enough going on with my son. I need this mental space for him and all the stuff he got going on. Not to figure out what this root, maca root, and all that. No, you can read. Go ahead and read on. So I say that to say this. It is mental because you do have to get over yourself. Like cutting videos, I don't understand people who join my team and they don't want to cut videos. That's how you met me. That's how I'm going to teach you. Not saying it's the only way to do it, but if you don't want to do it that way, join someone who doesn't do it that way. Because I don't know how to tell you a different way than the way I've had success. So you do have to kind of get out of your own way for sure. And on top of that, strategic, like I said, if I had my girl Nefertiri, I just met her within the last 2 months. Right, Nefertiri? Yeah. She was a customer of somebody else. But she found me on YouTube. She said she liked me better. And she started buying from me. And that's just how it works. And I get a lot of customers from reps who have left the business. So strategically, me being on YouTube, even though I'm in a very small country town in Georgia, and I never leave my house, I have customers all over. I looked at my YouTube stats, and I think the top countries that watched me was like United States, Canada. The third largest country was Australia, then Singapore. Like, how would I have that reach from this little country town in Georgia, Savannah, Georgia? So strategically, my reach is much further than some people who out here feet on the street every day. I'm out here hustling, pedal to the metal. I'm like, that's you, girl. I'm not doing all that. But I'm telling you, the form, it's just in how you're doing the form, Cassandra. And if you want me to tell you, because I appreciate you actually getting out of your comfort zone and coming up here, Miss Shy Girl, if you want to know more about that, let me know. Let me know. Because once you have that list, it changes the game. And you just have to document your day and document everything. So when people buy from me, I put down what they buy. I put it in a list. And so when Black Friday came, there were some people in my company who said, hey, y'all, it's a Black Friday sale. You know what I did? Based on what the product was, my top customers, my most loyal customers, I was like, hey, Peggy, I know you be on that Slimming coffee. Girl, you saw it's on sale right now. In case you forgot, here's the link to your account. And she was like, yeah. And I had orders placed that way because I'm being strategic. I can just post something on social media and blast it out to the world and hope that they see and hope that Mark Zuckerberg is in a good mood and the algorithm shows on their timeline. Or if I have a list, I can go directly to their text message and say, hey, girl, your product on sale. And of course, that increases my bottom line. But you can't do that if you don't have the list. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And I'm learning to be more efficient with my customers because I'm very passionate. I'm sorry, my baby has fever. I'm very passionate. I'm very passionate, and people who know me, who really know me, or when I talk, they know I will not sell them bullshit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't sell them bullshit.
I'm sorry your baby is sick. I'm sorry your baby is sick.
Yeah, he's sick, so I've been rubbing him down with some cold water. So, trying to get him cool and giving him water.
I know you can hear my congestion. Yeah, it's that season. I want to read what Sheila Ward said right. Lost Cassandra, but I appreciate her for joining. Sheila said, I was not successful at ACN. That's okay. And my husband was salty about it. And it was always that elephant in the room argument between us when the money got a little funny. That is so true. And I know exactly how you feel. Because my first company, I put a lot into it and I was not successful monetarily. However, I do think that the lessons I learned in that first company, because I had a great leader, but it just wasn't my time. Like I said, I would look at people and see a dollar sign. And I had a lot of issues with my self-confidence, and it was just a lot going on in my first company. And at the time I was married, and everything you just said, Sheila Ward, baby, when you talk about bosses coming to the door and you putting them in the garage and you hiding them because you like, I don't want them to know about it. All types of stuff, but you just trying to make it work. Like, I knew, me being the woman of the house, I couldn't go get another job. I had to take care of the child. So, but our credit cards are mounting. We're fighting over money. So we need money. So how am I going to get more money? Seneca, oh my gosh. Tell your twin, your beautiful wife, I said hello. And I love her and I miss her. I'm sorry, y'all. It's our old friend. But Sheila feeling me. She said yes. So I'm like, dang, baby, you mad at me for trying this. But at the time I called him baby. Now I call him something else. But but I'm like, dang, you mad at me for trying. We got money problems. I'm trying to do something to fix the money problems. No, it's not an automatic fix. But what do you suggest? I just stay in the house acting like I don't see what's going on with these bills?
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
And then my facts. I mean,
but
like,
I was successful. Okay, so in the affiliate marketing, I made, because I've been doing affiliate for a long time. So in that program, I made like 6,000, but it was over 5 years. But some days I'll make 300. Some days I'll make 300. Then one day I make 150, and then I would take the money. As soon as I get the money, it's like, oh my God, I was so excited. I will go buy groceries or pay the light bill. But
yeah.
I've always been an own way person, so I do whatever I want anyway. I do whatever I want, but I figure it out. I always figure it out, Kimmy. Like, if I don't have the money, I'm a person, I could save $100 for a whole year. I've done it. Being in my current situation. So, there is always a way. I never tell myself I can't. My mom taught me this from small. And then when I came here and I read Robert Kiyosaki, I'm a problem solver. I always say, how can I? And for the past couple of years in my life, I forgot that statement. But like, when I'm going through something, I sit down, I clear my mind, I listen to something positive, I say, okay, Gabby, write down the question. How can you get out of this problem? And my mom taught me the first 30 things come to your mind, you write it down. And I normally do that. And my mindset is different because I'm Caribbean. So I was like, I could find a job. But now having 3 kids, childcare is expensive. And then they're very mean now, because if you're not working or in school, they don't give you childcare.
Absolutely not. Yeah, it's not a game out here. It's not
and
a
I
game
just
out
had
here.
it's crazy. And I just had a new baby. So he is 20 months now. So I haven't been able to work, and I've been trying to work since he's 3 months. And I couldn't get work because the dad didn't want to work with me. That's another story. That's why I'm single. But he didn't want to work with me. And then I couldn't find no one to watch him because the money they was paying. And I was like, I tell him my situation. I was like, have compassion. I'm black like you. I'm Caribbean. Help me. And then when you try to get childcare, it's a process. So it's like frustrating. So I learned about drop shipping, affiliate marketing. I'm sorry. I learned about drop shipping, affiliate marketing, and with the skills I know, I figured it out.
But I want you to move from figuring it out though to like, cause I do know you, Gabby, and I've seen you like off and on. I know that you don't do a whole lot of videos, but just mother to mother, it's not gonna get easier because, and this is not, I say single parent because I also know some men that are single parents, right? And they have women that they done procreated with who don't help them out with. So it cuts both ways. Anytime though you create a child with someone and you're left 100% responsible for that child while the other person just hits reset on their bachelor life or their single life, city girl life, it's going to be a problem. And your problems are going to get worse because kids cost a lot of money. And on top of that, they require a lot of time. So while that person is over there and they can get a second job and they can do the Uber and Lyft app, or they can sleep if they work the double shift, your butt can't. So you have 3 now, I got 1. I know how stretched I am with 1. And I love him dearly. And I don't regret anything because I'm going to put my all into that boy. But I can't imagine having 3. Come on, Cassandra.
I got 2, just had a newborn literally November 20th. So I know the feeling.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
Girl, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I wish I had 2. I really do. So my son would have a playmate. But because
congratulations. I'm done. I'm leaving that for the young people. I'm done. I'm done.
Girl, please. You Trinidad, you ain't done.
Girl, I'm 38. I'm done. I can't go back.
I'm done. You'll be whining on the dance floor. You'll be whining on the dance floor next week, pregnant this time next year. But okay.
I'll be my surprise pandemic, baby. So I'm done.
But I will tell you this, like all of us, and I'm again, ladies, thank you so much for joining. But I will say this. Network marketing, it can work, but you do have to have a vision. Like I had a vision at first to come in and build a big team. And then once I built a somewhat moderate team and I saw how many people thought I was responsible for their success, and those, people filter themselves out. But when I saw how much it took and how much I was putting into it, I said, okay, I'm not going to do it this way. I'm going to do like Gabby said, I'm going to build it with my customers because customers are loyal. Reps, man, please. Some of them be tripping now if they're not into that personal development and not willing to look at themselves. But them customers, that is where the real money has been for me. I do appreciate there's a low barrier of entry. I do appreciate the bonuses, the trips, the things that have really accelerated my progress toward my goal and give me larger profit margins. But it is no longer something that I'm going to do like long term. Like I'm not going to be, trust me, I'm 10 years from now, I'm not going to be like, you got your detox tea? No.
Right.
I'm just gonna be real with you. I am so serious. Like, and I told my team this years ago. I said, get your retail sales up with your customers, because customers are very loyal as long as you have a good product. Then take that money, and instead of you buying expensive stuff to flex and floss on the ground and act like you done made it big in your company, go buy some courses, go buy some mentorships. Take that knowledge, apply that knowledge in your life to create other income streams, and then turn that information into compensation. You can go and teach that knowledge. And that's literally what I've done. And I strongly advise you and Gabby, if you don't mind, I would like to offer this advice. Any problem that you have in your business, solve it, whether it's getting a virtual. I have a young lady who is a single mom of twins on my team. She is hiring a virtual assistant for $50, a part-time virtual assistant for $50 a week. And she's getting so much more stuff done. Like she makes sure she got that $50 to pay her to repurpose her content. And it's so the return on investment, if you're doing the right content, is going to be way more than what you're paying that person. Again, like I said, what I do with all I do usually in my company is I look at the big leaders pages and I look at all the people in their comments that are asking questions that these big leaders don't have time to answer. And then I come on YouTube, I do a video, right? And I answer those questions. And then I get paid from YouTube, right? I get paid from other things. So just make sure that we can do multiple things, but make sure that the multiples are in like a vertical alignment. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm working on that. Thank you.
Yeah, really, sometimes we got to slow down to speed up. Because like I'm in my company and I sell my product, but I sell that product, like I said, on YouTube. YouTube was a huge blessing to me this year. Huge. This stream right here, the last stream, somebody sent me a $20 donation just from being on their live. I encourage y'all to go and do a live, do some lives, connect with your audience. People will give you money just for showing up and entertaining them. I have people that drive trucks that say, "Oh, I listen to you like a podcast because you're funny." So I'm using StreamYard. Guess what? StreamYard has a referral link. So people that are like, "Oh, Kim, I like how you do your videos. How do you do that?" I'm like, "Girl, here's my referral link." These are ways that we can not only make money but save money, and at the same time implement systems in our business that you don't even have to pay for. Right? If you know that this system is $20-$30 a month, but if you get 2 to 3 referrals for that system, it's free for you. That's a heck of a deal, because then you can use that system to scale and to basically, like, you can have physical manpower or you can have digital manpower. Physical manpower, a virtual assistant, a helper, your child. But digital manpower, systems, processes, automation. And it can really make a huge difference. Oh, Marcia, she said, "This is great. I'm going to do more with my YouTube." And Marcia, you don't even understand. Y'all, I had somebody post last night on a video that I put up 4 years ago. And YouTube is the only place where your stuff age like fine wine, baby. All these other platforms, I can't keep up with y'all young people. TikTok, y'all dancing, right? Y'all sweating, y'all working, and in 5 seconds, don't nobody care about your video. No, baby. I'm the turtle. Slow and steady wins the race. I cut a YouTube video, I put it up, and 4 years later, somebody like, "Can I still get this?" I'm like, "Yeah, girl. Fill out my product interest sheet."
Facts. Do you know I know about YouTube since like back then? And I was like, I should do a YouTube as an immigrant my life. I was like, nah, people may not want to see that. And every year I keep saying I'm gonna do a YouTube, and I'm like,
I'm
cause
about to
I'm
keep you off
funny.
my stream because you said that you know so much stuff, but you don't act on it. And you got to figure that out, sis.
Yeah, I mean, it's not I'm scared. Okay, I don't know if I'm afraid,
That's
but
me, me
like I'm
too.
a very transparent person. And what? Let me tell you the truth. I'm gonna be truthful. So what
Please.
happened? Something happened to me, and I have a lot going on in my life. So this year, so I'm gonna make a disclaimer. I'm going a little dark. It's not my intention. I'm just responding to Kimmy's question. Earlier this year, in like I think it's February, the Miss Universe took her life, the black girl. It really bothered me because I deal with depression, mental health, suicidal thoughts, and bipolar. And 3 weeks before that, I had one of my episodes where I was very suicidal. My suicidal is triggered with stress and different things and stuff like that. And I called my pastor to pray with me. He didn't answer. And I called the suicide hotline. And the lady who answered and spoke with me was a Christian, which you really never find. And she prayed with me for an hour and she encouraged me and talked to me, and I felt better. But I'm a drama queen. If you don't know, most Trinis are, but I'm one of them.
Yes, I
I'm
do
a
know. I was
drama
married to
queen.
one.
I'm a drama queen. I'm just passionate, loud, aggressive. I'm a lot of stuff. So when I went on live, I was very emotional. I was broken for her because I was like, she have everything I want: money, looks, fame, everything I want. And I'm looking at my life struggling. I don't have, and I'm just comparing. And I was so broken. And I was like, no one she could. What hurt me was she trusted no one to tell them. It broke my spirit because knowing I deal with it, and in the black community, especially Christian, they do not talk about depression. They think you pray it away.
Okay,
And
may I stop you?
yes,
Okay. the reason why I'm stopping you is because I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole, and I'm very solution oriented. I will say this. That was very impactful to all of us because of everything that you just said. We looked at that beautiful brown woman and we said she has it all. But you know the one thing she did not have? Peace of mind. And without peace of mind, none of that stuff matters. You said
True.
you
That's what
struggle.
I struggle with.
You
Peace
said
of
you
mind is
struggle.
one of them.
Yep. And you said you struggle with those things. But guess what? You're not the only one. And
Yeah,
so,
so I was responding to why I'm afraid of, because I used to go live. So I made a video and I said certain things. So let me fast forward because I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry to
mhm.
keep you up. So I made a video.
No. And I'm going to agree with you. Yeah, I just want, because what you're about to touch on, like I was missing from social media from June until about September for the very same reason. Because
Yes,
I lost on the battlefield of the mind because I chose to dance with the devil and let him control my thoughts. But it's other people that's listening to us, and I know for a fact because I know the inboxes I get that it's other people who will listen to the replay. And so when it comes to this subject, I'm happy that you brought it up, but at the same time, I don't want to linger too much in the problem. I really want us to have a healthy dialogue about it, and like you said, a succinct
yes.
one. So go ahead. So go
No,
ahead
so
though.
I am. So I made a video and someone called ACS on me and I almost lose my children.
Mm.
So because of that, I had that fear. And then I had a fear before that because, okay, let me draw an analogy. I'm a metaphor person. I'm a plus size person, but I've always had strong confidence. I love myself. I don't care what nobody say about me. My mouth is hot up. You come, I come. I don't back down from nobody or nothing. What happens is when you're going through something and that it enters your soul, not your spirit, your soul, and then you doubt yourself and your self-confidence and you lose yourself. And then it's like if someone come and tell you you're ugly, you don't care, be like, oh, and your mama, don't come at me. But if you're going through something, you lose yourself and someone come and tell you you're ugly, you start to doubt yourself. Am I ugly? Am I really beautiful? Do people think I'm beautiful? So all of that happened before, and every time I made a post, someone would run and tell my family, or run and tell my mother, or say stuff, and it was always a problem. And then I made this video, and I'm already going through this, and people don't know because my immediate friends know I deal with this. My immediate friends know that I'm going through stuff in my marriage, that I'm getting divorced and all that. They didn't know on social media because I don't promote that because I'm a positive person normally. But when you deal with depression, it's very negative and dark, and people do not want to talk about it. The real talk, like I want to have real conversation, but I'm scared. So that's
May,
why I
may,
haven't been
may,
doing videos.
do you mind if I help you with that though?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So this is the whole deal because for me, I make my money on video. So when I was going through what I was going through, and like I said, dancing with the devil, let him control my thoughts. And I stepped back because of everything that you just said. I didn't want to show up and act like I was happy when I was not. And I didn't feel like I could show up for my audience when I was really going through something difficult. And those are times here's what I would say to you, Gabby. First of all, everything ain't for everybody. Just because you do a video doesn't mean you have to do it in public. Like there are some I have different groups right now. I got a credit group, I got a parenting group. They are safe spaces where I only let people in that I trust. And in those groups, I am much more open and vulnerable than I'll ever be on YouTube. Because everything ain't for everybody. Right? Somebody can take what you say and slice it and dice it however they see fit. So what you've got to know is just like you've got to just mature in your level of understanding these platforms. Sometimes maybe you don't go live. Other times maybe you go live and say, this is me, this is who I am. But yes, I don't know is specifically what happened, and I don't need to know. I hate that somebody called and you feared losing your children, because I can't imagine what that would be like. However, I don't know what you said. So if you said something that made somebody, and you don't know where that person is, you know, everybody is seeing stuff from their perspective. So maybe they thought they were doing a good thing. I don't know. But I would say this. You got 3 kids and you're about to get a divorce. Divorce is one of the toughest things. It is the toughest thing I've ever been through. And I did it with 1 kid. You got 3 and you're still going to have to provide with them. And it doesn't sound like you have a good relationship with the father of your children. So now more than ever, you are really going to need to buckle down, focus, and make a lot of money, sis. A lot of money. Because one of the things that's not going to help what you're going through is a lack of money. That just is piling on the problems, right? So you're going to have to show up. If you're going to do videos, know what platforms to do videos on, know which videos should be public and which videos should be only for your safe space people that you can trust. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. Absolutely. I'm doing a fast right now. So when they go down tonight and I go on my journaling book and I'll sit down and reevaluate. Those are one of the things, is a confirmation what I want to do. I know I need to make a lot of money because it's piling up on what I'm actually going through. So my focus is to just, you know, I'm not in a situation happy. So make sure like get my income up and I give myself like, certain amount of time, 30 to 90 days or 6 months to just like initially jump off and
because you seem
for
like a person that when you're on, but when you're off. So that probably means like money is just like people are emotional, money is emotional. So if your emotions are like this, guess what? I don't need to look at your bank account to tell that your finances are probably like this. So you can make money, but you can't keep it. And that's going to contribute to all of those negative emotions that you are having. All this stuff about Christians and Trinidadians and this, none of this is a zero-sum game. I know some good Christians. I know some bad Christians. I know some good Trinidadians. I know some bad Trinidadians. I know some good fathers. I know some bad fathers. Some good mothers, some bad. I take everything is, and I always remember that nothing is a zero-sum game. And what I'm just trying to do to show up as a best version of myself and also serve the people that I was put here to serve, because that's ultimately how you solve all your problems. You serve the people that you were put here to serve. But you can't do that if you don't show up. And that's not to say that you have to show up and put everything out there for public view. Absolutely not. You can definitely restrict access. And what I found is that as I have restricted access, it has made the cream of the crop people rise to meet me where I am. Yes, you should be vulnerable, but yes, you do also have to be cognizant of the fact that when you put something out here on these public platforms for public consumption, for anybody to consume and put their own perspective on it, you can't have consequences. So this is where we get into the mode of you have to be strategic about what you're doing. Because I know good and dang on well when I was going through what I was going through, ain't no way in hell I was going to show up, because some things would have surely came out of my mouth that would have got me in jail. Real talk. With what I went through this year. And only people in my safe space know what I'm talking about. So I had to slow down and speed up. And I strongly advise, if you are not already, get a therapist. Get a therapist. You know, yes, there are some stereotypes with Caribbean people and Christians and all that good stuff, pray it away, whatever. But there are also plenty of people in both of those respective communities who have evolved and realized that in addition to prayer, you need a therapist, baby. I need a therapist. Same thing. So, I'm not telling you anything that, I'm above. But I'm just saying, don't worry about what's traditionally this and traditionally that. You do have to be healthy for you first so that you can be healthy as a mom. so that you can be healthy if you ever want to be in another relationship, so that you can be healthy as a business owner. It all, how you do anything is how you do everything. Everywhere you go, there your butt is. And that's just the way it works. That's just the way it works. So Marcia said, read Perception Made Easy. That's the book name. I think that's the book name. And then she said, death and rebirth, destruction and creation. Man, yeah, everything has a yin and a yang. That your highs are often followed by your lows. And it's so crazy because in MLM, you're taught a lot of positive stuff. And then you feel like a hypocrite because you're like, I have all this positivity training, but when I go through these trials and tribulations in my life, why can't I activate all the stuff I've been consuming? It's like a double-edged sword. And it can lead you to feeling even deeper and darker than if you didn't have the training. Because you're like, I have the tools. Why am I not using it? It's just like how a lot of comedians are depressed, right? Look at what Robin Williams went through and other people. And I know for me, some people consider me a comedian. You're so funny. You're so funny. You always happy. Girl, who told you that? All the times I'm laughing and keep from crying. So what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But y'all, we have been on here an hour and 35 minutes. I thought this stream was going to be like 15 minutes. I told myself, I said, I'm going to do it.
Kimmy, don't get me started. You know I love to talk, and I'm very opinionated. I have strong beliefs, strong opinions. And I just love, I'm a person, I'm very authentic. I haven't been authentic online like for the past 2 years because of COVID. I just pregnant, been in bed. But I'm a person, I always pride myself of being truthful and honest and sharing my truth and being authentic, who I am. And I love talking with you because I love talking with business-minded people who have sound doctrine, and we can have an intelligent conversation. And probably because I haven't had an intelligent conversation with anybody in years because I had so many children.
Absolutely. But you know what? I'm going to tell you this too, Gabby, because I really do want you to talk to somebody, because I do notice when I'm interacting with you, you do that a lot. You say, I'm a very transparent person. I'm an honest person. I'm a confident person. And sometimes I feel like you're trying to convince me of that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you say it so much, right? I feel like you know what they say. What does the book say? It's something like you speak it so that you can hear it, so that you can believe it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you can say it like, initially, but when you keep saying, I'm a very honest person, I'm a very confident person, and I this and I that, and what I want you to do is like because you have everything you definitely have the training, and if you weren't still supposed to be here, you wouldn't be here. So you are put here to serve people that only you can serve, Gabrina. They are waiting for you to show up. They're waiting for you to show up in all your greatness. And when you do that, you're not going to have to say all of the positive things about you over and over again. They'll just see it. They'll just feel it. I felt it when you were talking about how you helped your friend make a sale. And she was like, girl, I got a customer. And you was like, girl, I can tell you how to do stuff that even I don't do. I felt it there. So I want you to stay more in that vein versus I'm a this type of person and I'm a that type of person and my problem is this and da. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yes. I don't realize that I don't know. I think I repeat myself a lot. It's a lot of drama. Girl, I'm going through it. I have to figure it out.
It's okay. It's okay though. I started this stream out saying you should record things. And actually when I started the stream, I heard my voice and I was like, oh, I don't like my voice. But I have learned a lot even watching some of my own videos back. And I encourage you to watch this back and see what you think about yourself. I dare you to, actually. You'll learn a lot. And there's some videos that I've watched back of myself and I'm like, girl, you need to tighten up. And then there's other videos that I've seen of myself and I'm like, okay, girl, you're doing a good job. Girl, you're doing a good job. But I got to take the good with the bad. But I want you to watch this back and see what you think about you tonight. But I'm happy you joined. I always enjoy it. Cassandra, is that you laughing?
Not that time, but this has been good. This has been a breakthrough for me. So this is the first time
Oh,
I've been on a live, done a live, any type of live, period.
what?
Yes.
You
Yes.
are
Because I'm
famous?
shooting. I don't like the camera. I'm like you. I don't like my voice. I don't like how I sound. I don't like how I look. I'm just no, I don't like it. But I've really enjoyed this. I've learned a lot. And I hope we can connect after this because I have learned
Oh,
so much
woo, woo,
just
woo. Yeah,
listening.
you contributed to my platform. I know that you blessed some people. You both did. I'm looking at my girl Nefertiri. Man, she has a crazy story. I would love for Nefertiri to show up in the world and tell her story. She will when she's ready. But she said you are telling the truth. And then Sheila Ward said, I had fun listening and I've learned a lot tonight. Thanks. And Sheila, thank you for contributing to the conversation. I hope things worked out between you and your husband and y'all were able to get over that situation with MLM. I can totally relate to you. Girl, we need to talk. I could totally relate to you about the elephant in the room conversations when things ain't going the way you had hope. And I'm telling you, I'm getting these comments. Cassandra, you go back and watch too. I'm getting these comments about people saying that they're enjoying the broadcast because of y'all. It would not have been the same without you and Gabrina joining me. It wouldn't have been. Right? So I appreciate y'all for joining. And yeah, if you want me, Cassandra, to talk to you about how to do that form, you would be surprised. It would take you less than 15 minutes. It's free. You can have a form. I suggest no more than 5 questions. Let me put my form back up here too, y'all. So everybody who's watching now and watching the replay, I'm going to put a link to this form. It is a free form, less than 5 questions, very quick. All I want you to do is get on my list and I want you to tell me what topics you like that I do the best and what topics you would like me to do. So Cassandra and Gabrina, your best feedback is always going to come from the field. Stop trying to give people what you think they want. Ask them what they want.
Right.
We doing this thing stress-free in 2023. Let the people tell you what they want. And when they tell you, give it to them.
I like that. I like that.
You got to do it with the hands too. Give it to them like Jodeci. But yeah, to all my people that are watching this live, it's going to be in the and I'm going to drop it in the comments. If you could fill out that form, and after this video finishes, I'm going to pin the comment, put it in the description box. So y'all, please don't be in my comments talking about where the form at. It's right there. It's going to be right there. I promise you. I promise you. Promise you. Fill out that form. Let me know what you want, and I'm going to give it to you. All right, well, we're gonna wrap up these comments. And the beautiful thing about this video, y'all, is that it's gonna be on my channel forever. A year from now, somebody could watch it and be like, I love that girl, Cassandra. I was shy like her, and she got on and she stayed with you the whole time. And that encouraged me to do my video. Like, we are all put here to share all the parts of our journey. Right? And the people who make the most money, the people who I pay the most money to, they share all the parts of their journey, not just the good, but the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. I like their videos when I can see, oh yeah, you did suck, but look at you now. I like those videos better than I like the videos of them, when they're in their victory season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my girl Nefertiri says she's gonna show up next live. You gonna join me? All right. Well, now don't play. Don't play. Don't try to come in here under another name because you ain't ready, Nefertiri, because you know me. Oh, Sheila said her husband passed. Much love to him. Well, you know what? It's such a wonderful thing that you can, that you love him. Whew. That you can say that. Some people hoping they person passed. That's a whole nother story. I'm talking about people I didn't talk to, but that's wonderful that you love them to the end and then some. I'm sorry to hear that though. But thank you for your contribution to the stream as well. Okay, you said yes. Anything else that y'all want to contribute, tell the audience, or ask me before we wrap up? We've been on here almost 2 hours. I feel like Lovely T. She's a wonderful YouTube blogger that I absolutely love. But yeah. Anything y'all want to ask or contribute or say?
Nope, I'm good. I
Um,
just want to say thanks for the invite. This has been a wonderful thing.
Well, thanks for accepting it.
yay, Cassandra joining.
I
She's
was so
such
excited
a
you did. I
beautiful
was like, oh.
person.
Then I had to
She
figure out how
sounds
to
such
put you
like a beautiful person.
girl,
Thank
I
you.
saw you in the back, and then I was like, oh shoot, how to put it on the screen. That's the other thing, y'all. Half the stuff I do, I don't even be knowing how to do it. This is on the job training. This is
Okay,
on
that'd be
the
the best though. When you
job
just
training.
winging it, that'd be the best stuff.
But all right, y'all. So this is all I got. Ain't
So,
got no more. I'm gonna go because I know my son is back there having a good old funky time.
so
He's probably gonna
before
think he's
I
gonna take
go,
Ferris Bueller tomorrow. But I'm gonna make
Okay.
sure
before
he
you
plays.
go,
Yeah.
I just want to leave someone positive. Like, network marketing can change your life. Your desires matter. Your dreams matter. It doesn't matter if you fail or give up. If you have a strong why, my mentor said this to me. Well, he didn't say this, but he said this in a video. My why is bigger than any obstacle I face. You can overcome it. You are victorious. You are a child of God. If you wake up this morning, you have purpose. You have destiny. Everything you need is within you now. You are enough and you can do it. You can. I believe in you. If you don't have the faith or belief, I believe in you. It can be done. Your dreams and goals matter. You matter.
Oh, Gab, you're a good person, Gab. I hope you know that.
Thank you.
I hope you know that. And you know, and you seem like somebody who always has a smile on your face. Just make sure that you really are as transparent as you say you are. And in the times that you don't feel like smiling, it's okay. You don't have to put on a happy face for everybody else. Take care of you first. Because you're not gonna be able to take care of anybody else if you don't do that. And I'm that's real talk. Okay. But yeah, thank you for that. And I'm gonna tell you the other thing. I agree with you. I love network marketing. It has totally changed my life. Nothing else could have come in my life at that point in time and did what it and allowed me to do what I've been able to do with the commissions just from my from my customers alone. From my customers alone. But I kind of was playing devil's advocate, girl. I put a juicy title on there because that's how people come in the room. Okay. If I labeled this, I love network marketing, ain't nobody would have showed up. Sheila Moore said, our energy is contagious. Thank you so much, Sheila. I'm sure yours is too. So that's it, guys. Thank you to my co-host, Gabrina and Cassandra, making her I'm so goofy right now. I'm sure I'm showing all my gums. But Cassandra making her live streaming debut. Oh, by the way, y'all, so I took a live streaming course last year, and it's by this guy. He's a lawyer, the lead attorney. Now, he's spicy on his channel, but his course is really good. And he makes over 6 figures live streaming a month. He makes more money doing YouTube than he did as a lawyer. He's retired as a lawyer now. And with live streaming, this is, in case you do not know, this is your cheat code to videos. So a lot of people don't do videos because they're like, oh, I don't have a pretty background, I don't have a this. But you can literally just come on air and talk to people just like this and have like a panel situation. And guess what? When I click in broadcast, I'm ending it. I ain't putting nothing on the front end, on the back end. I ain't editing. I ain't doing none of that. It's done. And this 2-hour video will be up there forever. And when you find your rhythm, you can have a video like this. Like, we've had people on the whole entire time. I can't believe that. Thank you to all of y'all who are on, but they might be doing dishes, but people will bond with you, y'all. And then these videos will pay you over time. Oh, I should have known that for Terry, the lead attorney, mucho gusto. Sometimes I'll be mad as hell at him, but I ain't gonna lie. But I'll tell you this, his live streaming course, I had so many revelations. I was like, bet. So, Cassandra, you are not a virgin anymore, sis. I'm so proud of you.
Yay! Thank you.
And guess what, Cassandra? This reach out to me. Fill out the form and say this,
I will.
Cassandra.
I
And
am.
then I'm going to send you my referral link to StreamYard, and you can do the free account. And that'll give you 2 hours per month, and you can do exactly what we did tonight. You don't have to show up on just I'll say at least put your picture there though. But you didn't plan on doing this tonight. But if you go back to my channel, my last few videos all week long, I was looking like who did what, when, where, and why. So I was not on camera. I was not. If y'all saw how I really looked, y'all would be like, "Hey, that's Kim." Yes. So if you want to do it this way, Cassandra, where you just put your picture up and you just have your voice talking until you feel comfortable getting on video, do it that way. And that'll be a part of your story. One day when people are like, but Cassandra, you're so good. I'm not good like you. You'll be like, girl, let me show you my first few videos. I didn't even show up on camera.
Right.
That's where your money is. Your money is in your past mistakes. That's where the real money is.
Right.
So yes. Nefertari says she's a subscriber to Lead Attorney. You saw he just he's talking about Dejanay and being taken. I just got the notification that he just went live, Nefertari. So I'm about to head on over there and see what he talking about. Oh, I love you too, girly. All right, I done said we gonna end 5 times. We in it for real now, y'all. Nefertari said we gonna get on here all looking like that. Okay. Hey, we got stuff to do. But anyway, thank y'all again, ladies. Thank you to everybody who stayed and rocked with us for almost 2 hours. I think this is like
thank you, ladies. Thank you for having me, Kimmy.
Yes, thank you for joining, and thank you to all of my replay viewers. I love y'all. Y'all look for the form down below, fill it out, and let me know how I can best serve you. Bye. Y'all
Thanks,
say bye,
everybody.
ladies.
Good night.